Hello and welcome. I think something is wrong with my internet or something. I don't know. I look laggy or something. Something is wrong. It keeps getting me wrong signals. But welcome to Never a Foul. If you can hear me, I'm here with Cass and Daps might be joining us late. We'll talk about the abysmal game yesterday, the one that Chelsea should have won. To be
El
honest, it should
Medico.
have won.
That's
Oh
what
my
you
God,
call it.
it
The El
I didn't
Medico.
watch it. You know,
Medico.
I was watching
El
Inter
Medico.
Juventus.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that. I saw what happened to Lukaku. What a disgrace.
Yeah, it's just garbage.
What an actual disgrace. I can't believe that. Italian football is sickening. I can't lie. I don't get it. It just sums up like I just don't understand.
Listen, it happens in England, but you remember when it happened to Raheem Sterling? They arrested the guy from his house. They used all the technology to arrest the guy. This will happen in Italy every week, and it will just get brushed under the rug. It would just be like, yeah, we can't get them. What can we do? Blah, 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 all this talk. And the ironic thing is that Lukaku got the red card. He got a second yellow for celebrating in front of them after being racially abused. What a disgrace!
Yeah, that was very very bad. I can't lie. Like,
yeah, it's
I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want. That's just awful. It's awful. I don't know what to make out of that. But later on, though, Man United. This is what I mean about everyone was hearing rivals yesterday. Yeah,
we put people on stages.
There's a little trip down to West Ham. There's a little trip down to West Ham later from a certain team in the northeast of England. Yeah, and when we beat Brentford tonight, yeah, you man can clip me up. I don't give a damn. I get out all the time. When we go above again, we're gonna sit back on third. What then? What then? The whole conversation is stupid. Guess what? Man United have conceded how many goals this season at Old Trafford, by the way, Mo?
I can get
you don't know? You don't know?
At Old Trafford. You can see at Old Trafford.
Yes.
Only.
Any team at home this season, who's conceded the least amount of goals?
You did?
Yes, 8 goals. 8 goals. Ooh. The next in line, I literally saw it. I can get it out. Do you want? I was gonna say it before that's go. Oh, pause. You can get it up.
But let me know before you want it, because there is no media, so I need to set this up. So
yeah. No, don't worry. I'm gonna for people that think I'm talking rubbish. Go look on. I think Amazon posted it. I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna get it myself. So here we go. Boom. Share.
There's no share.
There is. Don't worry about it. You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Man United 8.
Okay, then put some respect on my name, but I don't see none of our centre backs on there. It looks a bit weird with that one, but look, everyone can see it.
Yeah.
The overlay, but you can see it. But anyways, I'm not saying that we're anything great, people. I'm not saying Man United are the best team. I'm not even saying that we play great football at this moment of time. I get it. You know, when you take out a vital part of your system, you know, when you got a bare 11 pretty much and a couple others, and you're relying on that, of course you're going to play rubbish football. It is what it is. But these teams that play good football, Newcastle, as you say, are only on the same amount of points when they play one game per week. That's all I wanted to say about that. But big up everyone.
All I want to say is that, guys, Cass sat here and compared Manchester United to Newcastle.
You know why, though? Because everyone... No. Because if we're going to put Newcastle on the pedestal with... Amongst the big boys now, Mo, yeah, we're not talking Everton's 10th place. We're talking about the big boys. Man United, City, Arsenal, Liverpool, etc. You're going to have to taste this wrath. You're going to have to hold this one. You can't be playing little boy no more. You're supposed to be grown up to a new man. You're a new man. You know, you turned over a new leaf. You just come out of jail. You need some rehab. You've hit some jackpot money. You turned over your life, but yet you want to still play it. Cool. But yet when it's your time, you want to give it the big one. I don't want to hear it. So now
let's talk about the game yesterday. Let's big up the people that are in the chat. Daniel, Dennis the Great, big up the crew. Chelsea OG, thank you so much, my man, for watching. I watch you on the terrace, to be honest. This guy wanted Klopp out. Like this guy is like so honest about
Wait,
Chelsea and
you Chelsea OG, or do you mean do you
yeah,
not mean
Chelsea OG.
Kurdish? You mean Kurdish?
No, no. Chelsea OG.
Why would
He wanted
why would he
Potter
want?
out.
Oh, Potter. If he said Klopp, I thought he
Potter.
said Klopp.
No, I said Potter. Potter.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
So the True Blue is here.
Big up True
And
Blue. He's always
Daniel, of
around.
course, Star Lord, of course, is here with us. Um, a name that I cannot pronounce. Mugiwara AFC, big up. C8 as well. With lots of names, lots of names. We're gonna try to get the comments. If there is a question, please put a Q before so we get it on the screen. So put a Q before that if you have a question because of the comments. So thank you everybody for watching us. Make sure to hit that like button. How many likes are we on? We're only
50.
47 likes and we had
Yeah, 50.
51 now, and we have
Yeah, love to see it, man.
125 people. So please
Yeah.
hit that like button for me. Let's talk about the game yesterday. The game yesterday was trash, was garbage. To be honest, the quality is so bad. It's reflected on the table right there, guys. So you look at the table in front of you. Chelsea, 39 points from 29 games. You remember Aston Villa, they were below them like a couple of weeks ago. 44 points at the moment with the same amount of games.
Wait, Aston Villa went above them.
Aston Villa, look at this on the
Aston Villa.
screen, my
Wait, wait,
man.
wait, wait, wait,
Aston
wait.
Villa, hold. Can you see on the screen?
They're
Aston
seventh
Villa are
place.
seventh. They're
They're
seventh, bro.
seventh place. I didn't even see that. I can't believe it. I'm actually deep in it. They got 44 points. Wow. Wow.
Aston
Okay.
Villa under Unai Emery, 44 points, people. And Chelsea, I don't know. I don't know. It's just they are in
Yeah.
that. Yeah, like I don't like how is that happening? But anyway,
I don't know, man.
Fulham, Fulham with a game less, the same amount of points. Brentford with a game less, 4 points ahead. The Liverpool with a game less, 4 points ahead. This is not looking good for Chelsea. I know without a manager, they are looking, and that's the news today, that Frank Lampard to be a caretaker until the end of the season. I'm just gonna sit here and say, what a shambolic situation. Who is running this club? Manan? What is this? What is this?
No idea.
You don't
No.
have any of the youth coaches to at least run the club until the end of the season. Why do you get Lampard? Why do you want to get Lampard? It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't understand that appointment. It's just like you sacked him just to come back. Clearly, Frank Lampard loves the club, though, innit? If he's gonna do it, the Chelsea guy through and through. Um, it makes sense in it just to put him in charge for the time being. Well, he got a Solskjaer vibes, but stable the ship a little bit, just a little bit. It's like that's not
Maybe.
even an issue. Like for me with Chelsea, it's more along the lines of look, they could have buried Liverpool in the first 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Mhm.
That's all it took. Kai Havertz is shocking. Guy Havertz is so bad. Honestly, what is it, 3.5 years of this guy? 3.5 years of this damn guy. He stinks. Have anyone ever been to a farm and you stepped in cow shit? Oh my word, your foot's gonna smell of Kai Havertz. That's what it is. This guy can't do anything. I don't get it. He starts well for 20 minutes, movement great, and then all of a sudden flops.
Watch this. Watch this. Chelsea 2.17 XG. Liverpool 0.35. Four big
Mm,
chances. It's 50-50 ball position, but Chelsea clearly, I watched the highlights. Listen, 7 shots of target, 3 shots on target. Like Liverpool had 4 shots on target as well. But to be honest, Liverpool, Chelsea were okay. The problem, again, we're going to say it, is that they cannot score goals, Cass. They can't. They
yeah.
just can't.
And why would you bring on Gallagher again? Like, it's the same vibes. It's like, this is what I say. He's basically Mason Mount with ADHD. Like, he just runs around the park with just mental energy. Doesn't stop. Don't really do anything. Just anything. Before he says Enrique has already agreed to no HM. He hasn't agreed to take over anything. Go do your reading, my friend. This is why you don't do no breaking news. Otherwise, I'll be seeing Lewis live right now. I'll be seeing Matisse live right about now. Or would have seen them live about it. He is in London with his representatives alongside other managers, HM. So we're talking about, as you saw, I think there was a shortlist, wasn't there, Mo? There was
Yeah,
Luis Enrique, Nagelsmann, Spalletti,
Pochettino.
and Pochettino. So there you
So
go.
let me ask a question, Cass. Do you think they are the ones applying for the job, or Chelsea are the ones offering them the job? You know the difference. Like you go You present a project, you present what you can offer, or you think Chelsea are after them? Which one do
No,
you think?
Chelsea would be after him, but I think they'd be after the job as well. When you think about big clubs that are available right now, it's PSG and Chelsea. Chelsea, PSG in prime location in Paris, Chelsea prime location West London. Along them lines, why would you not want to take over Chelsea? It's a big project, unlimited funds, a bit like PSG. Go do your thing. It's
HM
like
saying
Chelsea.
Enrique has already agreed to take over CAS. And
No, he hasn't. That's what I was just replying to. So he hasn't agreed nothing. He's just London representatives at the moment. There's nothing that's been agreed. Um,
yeah,
Obviously he's 100% keen in it, and I think that's what Fabrizio Romano said on his situation. And I'm pretty
yeah,
sure. If I had to choose one, I mean, I'm choosing Enrique, but he hasn't managed a club football in a long time. 6 years, I think about 6 years.
6 years, in a long, long time. Yeah,
It was a
but he
bit.
was a failure at Roma, Celta Vigo, I guess. So
Mm,
guys, Ty sent the other day the stats for him at Roma and Celta Vigo, and they were terrible, terrible.
yeah.
Do you think he's a fraud? Do you think he is because he had Neymar, Suarez, and Messi? He was successful.
Yeah, I mean, look, he played a good style of football, man. I think he ended up with better stat wins ratio than Pep Guardiola, if I'm correct. In the end, that MSN
Yeah,
was
yeah, but
ridiculous.
that MSN
He's
they were ridiculous.
the one that got Luis Suarez in. He played that kind of football. He was unbeatable. Like literally, you couldn't beat that team. That team was stupid. Like obviously with prime Messi as well. 2014 Messi just
Yeah,
going up, and he's in this maturing stage. But was he really?
yeah,
Was he really? It's the same guy that done up Boateng and made him sit on his ass. That was through
yeah,
Enrique's. Like it was stupid. That team was stupid, and he added Rakitic, and you thought like, how are you going to replace Xavi? Getting old, Rakitic comes in and does Rakitic ball, and you're like, cool. Busquets, prime
yeah.
Busquets, by the way, 2014-15 Busquets, stupid again. No, that team was good. That team, I think anyone could have taken over and done bits, but he done massively bits. Like that team was
Yeah.
great. Team was great.
So it's a good one. It's a good one. Apparently, Enrique's team sent Chelsea a detailed presentation about his plans for each player. Also looks like Vivel wants Nagelsmann, while Top Bowley and Iqbal want Enrique. It's a good comment. Yeah, I know that it's gonna be. I would think that now Enrique and Nagelsmann both are projects.
Mm,
Enrique is more of a proven coach, won the Champions League before, worked with really high caliber of player. Nagelsmann did as well, but Nagelsmann got sacked from Bayern Munich because of like style and the way he managed the players and stuff, and players were not happy. So maybe Nagelsmann will have the same problem, maybe, but I don't know. But for yesterday's game, Chelsea,
yeah.
good signs, not bad. I watched extended highlights. Good signs. A lot of chances created. Kovacic look absolutely fantastic. N'Golo Kante look like a change play, like
Yeah,
absolutely fantastic. He looked great.
he looked fresh. He looked fresh, but when he came off, you could see the difference.
Yeah, so N'Golo Kante is there, makes all the difference in the world. Kai Havertz need to go. They need a new forward. They need a new striker. Joao Felix look okay. Missed a couple of chances as well. One of his problems is that he misses a lot of chances. He did with
Yeah,
Dortmund as well. So they need an actual number 9 to score goals, and that's a big problem. I think they're after Osimhen in the summer. They already talked to Napoli, which is big blow for your
they'll
club.
probably end up paying the money. They'll if they can though.
Yeah,
Can they? Can
that's
they
it.
afford the money? That's another question.
So here is the problem that I heard yesterday from I think Barney Roney from the Guardian, the chief editor. He said that the problem with them if they don't get any European football is that FFP will be after them. They might not sanction them, they might not do anything, but they will be after them, they will be looking at them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, of
because
course.
you have no European football, they're gonna look and say, oh, hold on here, you don't have anything in the horizon, because European football by itself, it gives you like 30, 40 million. Kova had a poor game. Maybe the highlights deceived me then. Maybe the highlights deceived me then, True Blue, because to be honest, I was watching Inter Juventus yesterday, and I only watched the extended highlights. And every time I'm watching it, Kovacic was in the right place at the right time, missed a couple of chances, but maybe I was deceived. Cass can tell me better if he was.
Uh, I don't know. I don't think Chelsea's got much to worry about, man. They got a lot of players to ship. This is what I'm saying. It's always a way around stuff. They got. I'm pretty sure Mason Mount may go. That's wages off the book. Uh,
Yeah,
Gallagher, like there was Everton sniffing around from what 40 million, something like that. Loftus Cheek might be on the end of his road. There's a lot of players that I think Koulibaly might even be getting on his way back out. Not that he's going to fork a lot of money, anyways, but I think there's a lot of money that they can get in areas like they still got people that are sick under
Yeah.
Chelsea that just need to go. Like it's time to just go and just ship them on big wages, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, I
People
don't think
saying Kovacic was decent, but I like this midfield. The three in the midfield are really good. Kante, Enzo, and Kovacic. This is an absolutely fantastic midfield. I'm sorry. Should be
there's
one
no,
of the best
there's,
midfield in the league. It should
but
be
there's just
up
no.
there.
The only issue with that is there's no cutting edge. That's it. You're missing the cutting edge. There's no goal scorer there. There's no creator there. You know, Kante does like the venture as well. Is he really a DM? Um, them sort of things they can rotate. Any of them can rotate back into the six. Depends, but they just don't have no cutting edge. Like the outlet yesterday stunk. I thought Mudryk should have started. If he started, he would have scored. If he started, he would have scored 100%, or he would have got an assist without a doubt.
Who?
Mudryk, if he started, like who did they start up front? They started.
Havertz and Felix. Havertz and Felix.
Didn't like it. Didn't need to do four at the back. Didn't need to do five at the back. Didn't rate it. Didn't think they needed it. Liverpool weren't really cutting mustard any time in the game. They did have a couple things in the box. I like the way they worked it up to the right, obviously through Reece James. But I just think Chelsea need to be a bit more brave at home, especially against that Liverpool side that didn't have Salah on a pitch or nothing. Right there, no Van Disney, no one like that. I think no Trent, no Robbo. Come on, you need to be playing an outlet. Sterling's got to be up there. Mudryk, there's got to be an outlet up there. Even if it was Felix through the middle and Kai Havertz behind or just something, there needs to be an outlet, and they just missed that yesterday. This is where they really need a striker.
Reece James was so good. I'm talking about the highlights. I watched about like 18 minutes of highlights, and I think that's enough for me to see that Reece James is levels, bro. When he's fit, he's levels. He's so good. It's unbelievable. He's so good. His movement is good. I think his crossing is very, very good, and I think he is the best right back in England when he's fit. The problem is he has been injured this year. Liverpool, though, talk to me about Liverpool. Talk to me about Liverpool. People in the chat, how was Liverpool yesterday? Big up, Sophia. Thanks for joining us. Big up, Sophia.
Yeah, big up,
Big
Sophia,
up, big up.
I mean, where do you even start with Liverpool, man? Like, I don't know. They had a bare 11, you could in a way, but they managed to secure a draw. They weren't. They should have got knocked. I just don't understand how this team beat us 7-0.
This team is mid-table team for sure. Huh? Like this starter lineup, yeah.
Honestly, what if they lose on Sunday against Arsenal? Do you reckon it's
They
time?
will
Like,
lose.
if they, but I'm saying if they do lose, does Klopp finally get the sack?
No, because he's not. He's not gonna go. This team is still gonna be eighth. It won't matter. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Brentford won't move ahead of them, and because if you beat Everton today, Brentford today, it won't matter.
Yeah, but on Sunday, it might matter. Let's say we do beat Brentford, and then Liverpool lose, Fulham get a W. Even though they won't catch up on points. Let's say
they
Chelsea
won't
get
catch
a
them
W,
up.
Brentford get a W. Let's say Aston Villa go on and get another W or something along them lines. Liverpool are crawling down the table and looking further and further away from where they
Oh
want to be.
my god! I don't think Liverpool are in top four race at the
No,
moment.
I don't know.
I actually don't.
I don't know Liverpool. You just don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. It's like with Forrest Gump when he says like life is like a box of chocolates, isn't it? It's just
You think at the end of the season they can just push
look,
to get the top four?
the thing is, Chelsea getting first hand on a new manager, and I'm pretty sure that's pissing off Liverpool fans. If there's any Liverpool fans in here, I can see Yusuf in here for one. Any Liverpool fans in here, tell me how you'd feel if Luis Enrique was to go to Chelsea when you could have probably had him a lot earlier. So they might have Nagelsmann at the end. Nagelsmann might be the guy, another German coming to the club, you know.
I like this shout. I love this shout. Fantastic shout.
What?
Nagelsmann to Liverpool. Another German, another project. Yes.
Another project can work with limited budgets and stuff like that. I can see it happening. I think it would be a good fit. I think Liverpool like that kind of fit as well. I think it's a match made in heaven. They can make. You don't need mad creative players. You know how he plays. Like he likes to press, just like how Liverpool like to press. The players would be used to it, and I'm pretty sure he can identify a couple cheap options in and around that he could probably go grab. that they do need.
Yeah,
And I think he'd identify that midfield, if anything, through, and he likes a flying wing back or two.
yeah, man.
There you go.
I'm I'm starting a poll here, guys. Should Klopp be sacked if they lose to Arsenal?
This is what I'm saying. I think Nagelsmann would be a good fit for them. I think I don't care what happens with Klopp. I think it's the time's done, man. Even when they get new players, I just think it's done, man. I just think the players have had enough. Want something fresh, want something new. He can't re-energize it. It's the same conversations over and over again through this season.
Yeah,
Is it?
man. It's just
He's not gonna get. You're right, Raheem. He's probably not gonna get sacked. He probably won't get sacked at all, and that's probably the issue. But yeah,
yeah. To be honest, yeah.
I
Let's
don't
just
know what
move
else to
on.
say for Liverpool. Look, they'd probably done well to keep a draw at the bridge, but they needed that win. Monts was giving it the big bollocks to me yesterday on Rival Show. Yeah, but when we beat Chelsea, we're like a few points behind you. No, you're not now. We got what 2 games? We got a game in hand to play. That, and also a
And
question
you're
of
seven
United.
point. Oh my God, you got a game in hand, and you're 7 points ahead of them, and you're telling me that they're gonna make top four. Come on, you're not gonna drop 10 points if you beat Brentford today.
And
You're
then, but this is
definitely
what I'm
not
saying. You
dropping
beat
them.
Brentford to the big if, by the way. You beat Brentford today, 10 points. Arsenal do a job on them on Sunday or Saturday, shall I say, whenever it is. Man United beat Everton at home. Then it becomes 13 points. Then the question when Newcastle have to play whoever they got on Sunday, I can't remember who it is. Who they got on Sunday? Is it Brighton? I think they might have Brighton or something like that. Another question. This is what I mean. I said, that's why I said, see, next week, Sunday, yeah, Mo. Next week, Sunday,
Next
when
week.
yeah,
Okay.
when Casemiro, Ericsson, all that's back for I think we're playing against Aston Villa, if I'm correct, at home as well, because we played a lot of the away games at home. Then we'll have another conversation. We'll have another conversation, and then we'll talk about how I'm right. We'll
I
talk about
am thinking that I think that at the
not Tottenham.
moment,
Let me
I
check.
think Newcastle and Man United will make top four. That's what I think. That's how I'm seeing it. I
I'm
think
saying
I
Brighton.
think
I'm sticking by my prediction. Oh, they got
Brighton.
Brentford. Oh, they got Brentford away. They got Brentford away,
Who?
and then Aston Villa away at Newcastle. This is what I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying. So they
But
got West
that's if
Ham
you want to
away.
make top four, you gotta beat these teams,
Look,
right? It's
let me.
not.
I'm gonna tell you their. I'm gonna tell you their last running fixtures. West Ham away, Brentford away, Aston Villa away. Got to play Tottenham, by the way. Everton away. I think they'll get over the line on that one, easy peasy. Southampton will beat them. Then they got Arsenal. Leeds away, not easy. Should maybe get over the line. Leicester City pummel them. Then they got Chelsea at Chelsea at last end of the season. So it's Newcastle's. I think Newcastle probably have a better away form than they do home form, if I'm correct. Someone correct me on that part. But they are
Their home
hard
form.
fixtures.
Their home
I,
form is
can we
better.
all agree here, Mo, the chat as well? Can we agree? I just don't see Tottenham in this running for top four.
Oh my God, I'm looking at at Newcastle. Oh my God, West Ham away, Brentford away, as you said. Oh my God, Aston Villa away, Tottenham, Everton away, Southampton, Arsenal, Leeds, Leicester. Oh my God,
And
this is
Chelsea.
not easy.
And Chelsea.
And then Chelsea,
This,
the final game.
yeah,
So let's
this is what I'm saying. Like, and then I look at Brighton. Brighton's got to play us, but they also got to play. I'm pretty sure they got to play someone else. I just think Brighton, their brand of football, and the way they're creeping. Because if we're looking at that, they're 4 points off. I
let's
don't
look
know,
at
man.
Spurs. Let's look at Spurs. Spurs have Brighton home, Bournemouth home, Newcastle away, Manchester United home, Liverpool away, Crystal Palace home, Aston Villa home, Brentford away, Leeds. I don't see them beating Liverpool. I don't see
Oh,
them beating Man United. I don't see them beating Newcastle at all. So
well, Brian's got tough fixtures. They got Tottenham. I think they beat Tottenham. They got Chelsea. I think they actually end up getting a point or two at Chelsea. Then they got to play Man City, which has been postponed. They got us in the semi-final. Then they got Nottingham Forest, Wolves. They got to play us in the league. They got Everton. Then they got to play Arsenal. But then they got Southampton, Aston Villa. And I think I'm more confident in Brian. See, the thing is, I like that everyone likes the underdog story. This is why I say don't count Brian out just yet, because they score a lot of goals. They defend quite well, and they tend to pick up a lot of points when pretty much
yeah,
you're asking for them not to drop points. I
yeah.
mean, when you're asking for them to drop points along them lines, and I just think their momentum going, especially if they do get knocked out of the FA Cup, or if they do even go through, I think that still shifts in their favor. They're going to be looking at European football if they get knocked out of the FA Cup. But even if they do go through to the FA Cup to the final, that's a momentum boost.
If you win the final, you play Europa League.
Huh?
If you play the if you win the final, if they play the final, they're gonna play Europa League.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if they play
they
Man
could.
City,
I,
right?
I, I,
Because they're gonna play
yeah,
Man City.
and this is where I'm saying, like, with Newcastle fans, I know they all want Champions League football, but they would all be happy with Europa League as well. Like, they're
Mm.
getting some sort of European football this season. Like, no, I don't hate Newcastle. I just hate the hype. I
Yeah,
hate the undeserved hype and the amount of hype that goes towards it, and then a lot of
so
flip flopping
how
all
are they
season.
not? How is they don't deserve the hype?
No,
But
no,
you
no,
hype Ten Hag.
because
But let me do
no,
this
no, no,
super
no.
chat.
All
Okay, go
right,
ahead.
cool. Do the super chat, and I'll explain my reasoning.
Hate 44. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. He's saying Klopp resting players with only one game a week. He's lost the plot. They could have made top four, and you are resting all your big players. Make it make sense. We can't. I think he's out of ideas. We said it before, Hate 44. We said it. He's out of idea. Out of
Yeah,
idea.
yeah,
He's done. He's done.
yeah.
People want to
So
give
for
him
me and
another
Newcastle,
chance.
what it is the lack of appreciation for the teams around. Like Eddie Howe's done this amazing job. Da, 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 da. What about Brighton then? You know, like they're in and around. They play better brand of football. They're not scared. They play good. If not, if they got just as good as a team as Newcastle's team, but they don't get no prop. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
Newcastle, the same Newcastle team that got knocked out of the cups, one game a week. Brighton are now in the FA Cup semi-final. You know what I mean? Like, and all that kind of stuff. It's like they've gone all the way. It was the last. They went quite far in the other cup, in the League Cup as well. Not too far, but they got somewhere. I just think like there's so much massive hype on them because obviously the money that they've got going on and everything. They're doing things right in behind. They're going to improve. I respect what they're doing. The way they're doing stuff, I like a lot. Innit? You can't deny it. But when you want to talk big boy football, cool.
Yeah.
It's
Big
now
up
you're
D1 Millie being
now I'm
5
gonna treat
months.
you, now I'm gonna treat you like a Tottenham because
Yeah.
you ain't won as much trophies as Tottenham. You think you're a massive club, you're not.
They're not. They're not. I don't think they
It's a
said
very
they're a
passionate
massive
club,
club.
man. I'm full of great people, by the way.
Yeah, D1 Millie, big up for being a member for 5 months. People, check the membership in the description to get a priority the call in show giveaways. Sometimes we do that for tickets and stuff for Man City and other teams as well. Maybe we could have done a ticket for
See,
you
this is
for the
what I mean.
Man
It's comments
United.
like this. It's comments like this.
Yeah.
Look, Newcastle deserves all the plaudits. They were fighting relegation 15 months ago and are now on the verge of Champions League football. They will challenge for the title next season. You see that? They will challenge for the title next season. I'm done. This is
Why
what I
not?
mean.
Why not?
Because
Are
so
you
a
going to
team
challenge for the title? Are you going to challenge for the
all
title?
right. Do you know what? I think Man United will. I think we will. I think
Okay.
if it just depends on the ownership, and obviously it really does depend on the ownership. If they go, I'll be like, cool. I believe in Ten Hag to get the players to go and do stuff. There's no reason why my team can't spend another 200 million or 250, and I'm going to expect to be mounting some sort of good challenge with more caliber of player that's suited to the team. It might take a
So
little
why
bit more
don't you think
money.
Newcastle are going to
So,
get top players and do the same with like you?
because FFP stuff for one. Two, I don't think they can attract the amount of great players just yet. I think they'll grow into it. But then do you not remember Leicester? When they suddenly got
Mm.
Europa League football, Champions League football, there's more games. People forget this. There are more games to play. So you're telling me when there's more games, just all of a sudden Newcastle are going to be this great team and mount a challenge on the Premier League? I can't see it personally. I think they'll be in and around just like this year. I think they'll definitely get better players, 100%. There's no doubt about it. But I think they will just be in and around the question. Can they do
But
it?
you
They
don't
won't.
you don't think they're gonna do a Man City and in 2-3 years they're gonna between 2008 because Man City won the title in 2012
Yeah,
and
and they
the
got bought
ownership changed in
4 years later.
2008.
4
Hmm?
years later. So it's
Mhm.
not me even being on hate settings. I'm just being realistic with it. This is what I mean about overrating them. Just because they're having one game a week, you can rest. Trippier, what happens when they don't? You know what I mean? What happens with Trippier when he has to play 2 games, 3 games a week? Because he has to play FA Cup, because he has to play this and that game too. Like we just saw what happened when they had a couple games a week, and then no Bruno Gomes on top of that.
Yeah. I
They-
think it all depends on how the investment go. If they get a deep squad next year and
Mm,
they get like 5, 6, 7 players. It depends on FFP as well, as you
yeah, of
say.
course.
But again, remember they haven't spent a lot of money and they are debt free. They haven't spent a lot of money and they're debt free. I'll be shocked if Newcastle challenge next year.
Oh my God, what?
I think nobody's going to be able to challenge next year. What happened? Are
Apparently, if
you?
Marcel and Vegas aren't starting, all right, that does me well then. So that means Rashford's going up front. Marcel he isn't 100% fit. He can't start
Uh,
100%. Makes
Thunder
sense.
Road, 11 likes for 100. Hit the thumbs up, people. It looks like this. We got 250 people here. We're not even on 100 likes. It's embarrassing, people. It's
Mm.
embarrassing. for Lukaku, for Inter drawing the Merda Juve yesterday at their ground 1-1. We're still gonna lose at our ground, to be honest. But it was a great game, to be honest. Newcastle
Lewis,
won't attract. Why are you saying this? Why Man City
I,
attracted the likes of Robinho, the likes of Yaya
yeah,
Toure?
but
Why?
Robinho didn't mean to go. He didn't mean to go. He thought he was coming to Man United.
I think that's that. I don't think that's true, but it's a
Yeah,
joke.
it probably is true. When you don't talk the language, Man City, you don't think there's another Manchester club in it. But it is what it is, isn't it? He saw the numbers said he didn't have to sign it. He could have said no to the contract.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine though, isn't it?
But Newcastle won't attract players. I don't think so. I think they will attract.
I think they're gonna do it smart. Look, they're gonna do it smart. I think they get the Madison, but then why are they getting Scott McTominay? Why do you want Scott McTominay?
Is that
Why?
a done thing?
It's a thing. And now Laurie Whitwell. So basically, if anyone don't know about Manchester United, Laurie Whitwell is very up there with Manchester United news, everything. Now they're asking the question, Laurie Whitwell on his like pod and stuff, questions about selling McTominay. That just tells me you're going towards the end of a road. The PR's coming in.
Raheem, I don't know what happened. I don't know what are you saying. You do now.
I don't know. But yeah,
Whatever.
no. So Newcastle's got West. By the way, apparently Luis Diaz is not going to be seeing his first game until the Leeds game for Liverpool, not the leg against Real Madrid.
Not great. Big up Static for being here with us. Big up man for joining. Newcastle are on Madison. Our Ward Prowse is absolutely Ward Prowse without free kicks is not a top player, guys. He's not.
This is what I'm saying, man. But it'd be good depth though.
Good depth, but I don't think he's the type of player they want, to be honest.
Too many
But
English
let's
players,
move.
man.
I want to talk about Man United a little bit. Again, it's Brentford today. How confident are you?
Just because of our home record, I'm quite confident. Brentford did come away with a great win. Did they not just win against
They draw against Brighton 3-3.
Brighton 3-3.
But that was away.
It was away from home. They still look good. They're a threat. Look, they're going to be a threat. And you know where they're going to threat us? On a counter attack. They're probably going to swing the ball wide. I think we're going to struggle. It's just struggle in the air. Like they'll break. All they got to do is get a Tony header or something like that. That's it. Stop Tony. Stop Brian. I think more time. This is my question. If you can stop Tony, then I think we can in and out around the midfield and try work something. We just got to play how they want to play. They want to play long ball through the air, ping it, Then we got to do the same thing for Rashford. They have got Steven Pinnock out of the back. They do concede goals. Like they are not prone to not conceding goals and they don't like pace. You just got to get in behind the defense and then that's how you're going to get them. But they're going to make it hard. I don't expect 3-3, 4-1s, anything like that. It could be a draw. It could be a Man United win, but Man United need a response. When you're backing down like a team into a corner that have got some sort of ability or can do this or that, in my eyes, that's when they come alive. This is what I mean. Everyone's against you. Now prove your point. Now prove yourself. You're in front of the home crowd.
I'm gonna love this one. I'm gonna love Tony on Martinez today. I'm gonna love
You know what's
this.
bad? Tony even talked about Martinez. Even the last with the battering at Brentford. Like he said, Martinez is difficult. It's not like
he's very. I keep praising Lisandro Martinez. To be honest, I keep praising him.
I wouldn't even put him on there. It's just, can you out muscle him and put him off balance? That's what I expect Martinez.
Ivan Toney is a beast, bro. He's so
I know
strong.
he might bully. This is where I expect Scott McTominay to play again because they got tall players.
Yeah, it's McTominay and Fred today. I'm expecting McTominay and Fred and Bruno.
Don't you dare. Just
who else?
For me, I wouldn't even focus on, just because they got high, I wouldn't really focus on it. I'd be like, you know what? Stick Fred and Sabitzer there. Put Bruno in front. Play to your strengths, man. Bruno has to stay on. I don't know. Bruno has to be in the middle. No matter what, Bruno has to be in the middle and just do what you do best. Create chaos in behind the defense. Give away the ball, tuck in as a unit. Do what you have to do at Old Trafford. You get what I'm saying? We're not going to concede more than 2 goals, hopefully, but more than 2. Go and score. You just need that first goal and the rest will come with it. Stick Varane's very good in the air, by the way. Go stick Varane on Tony then.
Is Wan-Bissaka back?
He was ill, so he should be back. He was only ill. Hopefully, if you're ill, was he at training? I don't know. Again, I think this would be. I think Delo didn't really have a bad game last game out. I don't mind it, but I wouldn't mind playing Delo because he seems more fit. It makes sense. But Wan-Bissaka's come from illness before and then put in a masterclass. I think it was against Bournemouth. It's like, bro, like, go do your thing. Just don't start Weghorst. Keep him out of the team now. Like, look,
He
he
has no
started
other. He has
19
no other
times in a
option.
row. He started 19 times in a row for
Is
Man United.
Martial fit? Is Martial
Yeah,
fit?
He's on the bench. He'll be on the bench. I think he won't come on for 20 minutes. You have to upgrade that to maybe 40 minutes. Get him on for 30 minutes. Because there's a lot of games coming up. So, there's another game on the weekend. There'll be more time. Don't worry about that.
What happened
Maybe
to
he will start.
Malaysia then? Why not?
Because
Do you think you reckon?
Luke Shaw's keeping out the team. I'm not
So how
sure.
about Malaysia in the midfield?
No.
He did that before. He played that before.
Yeah,
Better than
no,
McTominay. He's better than McTominay for sure, 100%.
but Manasseh's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout. Has he ever played centre mid though? Are you gonna just throw that
I
in the
think
middle?
Ten Hag did. Ten Hag played him centre mid.
I don't know, man. I don't know. You have to put energy in there. You have to run. You have to get Fred in behind. You have to tackle Norgard and get their midfield is decent, but you can get
Yeah.
at them. You can definitely get at them. This is a game
Anything
where I
now
would
is
love Ericsson.
unofficial, guys. Yes. Go ahead.
This is a game where I would love Ericsson at home against them, where he can literally dictate the game because I don't feel their midfields are strong. But they're gonna press. They're gonna be strong, and trust me, they are going to be whipping as much balls in the area. And plus, they're gonna be throwing any throw ones. You gotta take. They just gotta take the game to Brentford. Don't let them take them to us. Go be fearless. That's it. And then I expect Man United to get a goal through Rashford. I expect Anthony. I need Anthony to have another decent game. What he did against Dan Burn, go do it again against Rico Henry. Rico Henry's very good at going forward, but going back, he's a little bit suspect in that sense. Go do something for me then. But Rico Henry's been one of the best left backs in the league this year.
Yeah, he has. And to be just one thing I wanted to, the difference between Brentford and Newcastle is that they play three in the back. That means Anthony has to be on Ethan Pennick and on Henry. And for me, he will have also to recover, help Dallo or Wan-Bissaka, whoever is going to start, because they overload the sides.
You know what
It's
I
a
do?
big thing for Anthony today.
I don't know if I know. I don't know if I'd play Sancho. Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm?
But I wouldn't mind seeing Pelestri play a game.
For Anthony.
Yeah, maybe start Sancho, but I need some ball retention. But if Marcel comes on, put Pelestri on. Put Pelestri on the right, put Rashford on the left. Take them both off.
And who's up top? The Ghost?
No. I mean, if Marcel comes on, then bring on Pelestri.
Oh, okay,
You got
okay.
someone who can retain the ball, but now you need pace in behind. This is where
Garnacho injured.
if you go 1 or 2-0 up, Garnacho should be back next week, I think. So this is why I say get the first goal. Get your first goal. Sit back a little bit. Put Marcel on, hold up the ball, and just have pace. Marcel, Pelestri, just go get them, man. In behind, three at the back, 3-on-3s. Norgard's a lanky bastard. He's very good though in the air. Just hit them on the counter. It should be something similar, like how we did end up playing against Leicester. That's the way I look at it. It should be something like that.
So I want to address this comment because I was talking about this before. Take Casemiro and Eriksen out of Man United. They are another Crystal Palace with a stadium upgrade. So what about if we take Odegaard and Partey out of Arsenal? Just two. How do you think you will play, Arsenal fans? I think your whole system will be not the same. It'll disrupt the system. It wouldn't be. Some players are very essential to the way teams play, like Benzema for Real Madrid, for example. He's just essential to how they play. Sometimes I see like that's why you need depth. That's why you need the proper depth. You don't need the McTominays, not the Freds. You need a proper depth. You need someone to leave, someone to come in and fill the space, the place like Fernandinho and Rodri for the last 2-3 years. Like a lot of players like Grealish, Foden, Mahrez, Bernardo Silva in the middle, Gundogan. Man United don't have that. I'm gonna give the guy a break. However, sometimes he gets things wrong. Eric Ten Hag, I'm not.
It's just mad that people just forget that Man United are still fighting on other fronts with a bare 11. Well, like, what do you expect, bro? Like, to think that we're in this position is quite lucky in a way that we are fifth. That could be end up third again with a game in hand, by the way, against Tottenham and so forth.
Yeah.
Like, you just don't know. Yard Guna, just for that diss on my Jamaican Pinnock, your dead food today, Pinnock brace. In the air, he's very good in the air, Guna, man. He really is. Basically do Ollie ball to win. No, I said go get the first goal, get the second potentially. Obviously, go for it again. You don't want to sit on 1-0. Is this Jose Mourinho football? And then play game management.
But can you really press them? Can you press them? Can you press them?
They've got mistakes in them. Like they're not technically sound. If you get what I mean, they're not all technically sound. I think Embremo is. I think Tony is, which is the man's part. But that's why I say the midfield. Get in and around the midfield. You have to get at their midfield. And the centre backs ain't all comfortable on the ball.
Yeah, Ben Mee is
Rico
good.
Henry's
I think
suspect to giving away the ball, but they got a lot of physical prowess. But forget about that. I know you want to counter what they want to do, but just go get at them. Go do what you do best. That's what I'm saying. Control the game. Do what you got to do. Be confident. You're at home. You're playing in front of a crowd. Be loud. That's it.
Martin
Like,
Martin is asking, Cass, are you worried going for the cups with your first 11 will make you drop top four? It's a very, very good, legitimate
nah, because we
question.
got the likes of Everton to play at home. You still got to play Aston Villas at home, which I'm not really too afraid of. Too sad. We still got Casemiro and Ericsson to come back. We got Marcel coming back fit. Why should I be worried, bro? Like, this is what I mean. Everyone, it's such a hasty statement to make. If we go win Europa League, we get European football anyways.
You get Champions League and you get top seeds. You know that.
There you go then.
You get
And
an easy. You get an. You get. You know. If you have Europa League and top four, you have to prioritize Europa League at the end, like the final, because you get Europa League, you win that game, you're top seeded. You get an easy group.
This is what I'm saying. Why are people shocked about Man United's team though? You've been saying it all season. Look at Man United's team last season where they finished and how they played. Why are you shocked that one player, a crucial player, goes out and then Man United go to shit? At least they got a player to put in there and they can do something. Where last year it didn't matter.
No.
What's the
It's
difference?
different.
I'd rather finish 6th and win 2 trophies this season. Wouldn't you? If
you finish 6th and you win Europa League, and who cares about top 4? I'm already in the Champions League. I'm top of a group, and you are in the fourth. You're like seeded, like, because even if you go to Champions League, you're gonna be seeded third. You're gonna get top 2 teams. But if you win Europa League, you're gonna be top seeded. It's a massive thing, by the way.
The thing is with Man United though, like I have expected better. I expected better against Newcastle. I expected better football against Fulham at home. I expected better football in previous games. But I can't deny that we have played the most games in Europe out of everybody. And we're about to go on another mad one in April. Just luckily we got a fully fit squad coming back. That's the only luck. For the first time in the season, by the way, never had everyone back.
It's a big game. Big, massive game, guys. Let's talk a little bit about Newcastle game against West Ham. How is it? West Ham are fighting relegation. They're not even on the table that I put in front of you guys on the screen because they're way below. Where are they now on the table?
They are, I think, like 14th, isn't it?
West Ham are 15th with 27 points from 27 games, while everybody around them play 29 games. So they are not in a bad position. However, they need to win this game. They have 27 points.
It's going to be.
They're actually at the same points as Bournemouth, Cass. 27-27.
It's going to be difficult, though, like for West Ham. They just got slapped up by Brighton. They just drew against Aston Villa. I think Ollie Watkins could have done better. When he played against them, they did get a result of recent as well.
No, they won against Southampton.
Yeah, they won against Southampton at home, but only 1-0. That was a garbage game.
It was voted the worst game of the season.
Yeah, it was it was bad, man. It was real bad. But I don't know, man. Like, they need an early goal and hope, because I know Newcastle. I'm not going to underrate Newcastle. I think this would be a game Newcastle should be winning.
I think Newcastle will win this. Alexander Isak playing well. Maximan is playing well now, and I think Bruno Guimaraes as well.
Rice can, cook up the food that people think he's so great about. Like, this is what I'm saying. Now, big players need to step up, right? He's such this world-class potential player. Let's see some world-class then.
If Newcastle and Man United both win today, I think top 4 is kind of like for them. They have 1 foot, I think, because they're like 1 game in hand, and still Newcastle have to play Tottenham at their ground. So that's in your hand, basically, to go 6 points with the game in hand. So I think this is going to be, it's a big game for them because they play midweek. Tottenham playing on the weekend. So I think these 2 games today, they can be crucial for the top 4 race, to be honest. And also, both of them will be away from Liverpool. So they will actually rule Liverpool out of the top 4, in my opinion, because I don't think Liverpool can catch up to 10. It's 10 points? 10 points exactly, with the same exact 10 points. 43, and you will be 53, both of you. I think it's too much. I think it's going to be too much for Liverpool for
Who
10
is
games
somebody's
to
Tottenham
catch up
playing
to me.
today? Oh, who else is playing today
No, no,
other than
nobody's playing today. There's only 2 games today.
only 2 games, and then it goes back onto the Saturday fixtures?
And we go back to the Saturday fixtures.
Oh
So yeah,
damn!
yeah. Sophia, we already talked about Lampard at Chelsea in the beginning of the show. So what else in the weekend? Oof, big games, big games. To be honest, in this weekend, we're gonna have a preview on Friday, of course. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about the Arsenal and Liverpool game, of course. It's nothing else to talk about other than that's it. We can touch up on Leicester, Brendan Rodgers, and stuff, and then
Oh, that's
that's it.
boring. Oh, imagine that some people who was saying it that I think it was Paul Merson saying Brendan Rodgers would be a great fit for Tottenham or something like that. I was laughing. I was like, what?
Nah.
I was like, are you stupid? How can
Okay.
you even say that? That's awful. That's awful. Who are Tottenham going to even end up with their manager, by the way? They ain't got first dibs on nobody. They apparently Nagelsmann and obviously Enrique are not keen on Tottenham. Oh,
No, nobody.
another
Why
Madrid
would you?
zombie. Oh, God.
Chelsea are close to appointing Frank. David Ornstein has just tweeted. Chelsea are almost like I can share it, but anyway, Chelsea are close to appointing Frank Lampard as head coach on an interim basis until the end of the season. Proposed deal would see the 44 years old installed immediately, while exhaustive search for new permanent boss continues in weeks ahead. But that means that means Luis Enrique. That means everybody has to think about it. They have a think about it and see. But do you think with Real Madrid and Ancelotti leaving, I think that they put themselves in danger in case they want Nagelsmann and he goes to Real Madrid. But that's it. But anyway, so guys, we have done this. This is a short show, good show. Watch the game, enjoy the 2 games. I'm gonna have the 2 games, and also with the Clasico, Real Madrid Barcelona on the same time as well.
For the 100th
So
time this season.
for the hundreds. So it looks like the Spanish football is only 2 teams. It's literally 2 teams. But anyway, everybody, make sure to hit that like button before you go. Please hit that like button. It looks like this. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. It does not cost you a penny. It's free. Underneath your live chat, we still have 200 people here. Get us to 150 likes. And also, I want to ask you something. Leave a comment after the show ends. When the show ends, leave a comment underneath, any comment, whatever you think about the show, or just a comment. Just say just a comment. It helps us massively, massively. And from all of us here, catch us tomorrow, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed the show. See you, Cass, and see you guys, everybody.